Hello viewers, welcome to the course on National Education Policy 2020. This is of part 1, video 2. We have in video 1 discussed about the new vision for India's higher education, and in this video we are going to discuss guiding principles of National Education Policy 2020. Now, what we want? What is our aim? The aim must be for India to have an education system that ensures equitable access to the highest quality education for all learners, regardless of social and economic background. And to achieve this, action must be taken now and with urgency. Now, what we observed? We observed the gap. And what to do? The gap between the current state of learning outcomes and what is desirable must be bridged through undertaking major reforms to bring the highest quality and integrity into the system from early childhood education through higher education. Now, let us see how this education policy evolved. University Education Commission established in 1948-49, then we got Secondary Education Commission, that is 1952 to 53, then Education Commission under Dr. D.S. Kothari, which is in 1964-66, and we got the education policy, that is National Policy on Education in 1968, and which is amended 42nd constitutional amendment done in 1976. Then we got the next education policy, that is NPE, which is in 1986 and which is also modified in 1992. Then after a long time in 2016, we got the Subramaniam Committee report, which is on 27th May 2016, and then in 2019, 31st May, under Dr. K. Kasturirangan, we got the report of Kasturirangan Committee, and we got the draft national policy 2019, which is a very big document, 484-page document, and which is basically is found in July 2019. And then after just 1 year, that is 29th July 2020, we got this National Education Policy 2020. So, this is the journey of National Education Policy. Now, the implementation of various policies on education has focused largely on issues of access and equity. The unfinished agenda of the National Policy on Education, which was in 1986 and then modified in 92, is appropriately dealt with in this policy. A major development since the last policy of 86 and then 92 has been the Right of Children to Free and Compulsory Education Act 2009, which laid down legal underpinnings for achieving universal elementary education. Now, when we open that NEP 2020 document, we get some terms that is associated with NEP 2020. So, let us see what are the terms that we get. First term is multidisciplinary, next innovative, then equitable, flexible, multilingual education, and the term which we will be introducing is the liberal education. Now, let us see what those terms actually indicating in NEP 2020. Now, when we talk about the multidisciplinary, with the rise of big data, machine learning and artificial intelligence, many unskilled jobs worldwide may be taken over by machines, while the need for skilled labor, particularly involving mathematics, computer science and data science, in conjunction with multidisciplinary abilities across the sciences, social sciences and humanities, will be in rapidly increasing demands. So, we have to remember where we will be moving in future. With the climate change and rapid depletion of natural resources, there will be a sizable shift in how we meet the world's energy, water, sanitation needs, again resulting in the need for new skilled labor, particularly in the area of biology, chemistry, physics and climate science. So, we again get an indication of where we should move. Then again, to explain the word multidisciplinary, we know that the curriculum must include then basic arts, crafts, humanities, games, sports and fitness, then languages, literature, culture and values, in addition to science and mathematics, to develop all aspects of learners' brains and make education more well-rounded, useful and fulfilling to the learner's need. Then there will be no hard separations which we are presently having between arts and sciences, between curricular and extracurricular activities, between vocational and academic streams, etc. In order to eliminate these harmful hierarchies among and silos between different areas of learning. Then multidisciplinary and a holistic education across the sciences, social sciences, arts, humanities and sports for a multidisciplinary world in order to ensure the unity and integrity of all languages. So, that is what we mean by multidisciplinary. Then coming to the word innovative. Education must move towards less content and more towards learning about how to think critically and solve problems, how to be creative and multidisciplinary, and how to innovate, adopt and absorb new materials in novel and changing fields. So, that is what is innovative. So, creativity and critical thinking to encourage logical decision making as well as innovation. Coming to the word equitable. We know the aim is to have an education system that ensures equitable access to the highest quality education for all regardless of social and economic background. So, to bring the highest quality and integrity into the system, reforms thought from early childhood to higher education. Synergy in curriculum across all levels of education, that is from early childhood, from school education to the higher education. So, full equity and inclusion as the cornerstone of all educational decisions to ensure that all students are able to thrive in the education system. Coming to the next two words, one is flexible, the other one is multilingual education. So, what the flexible means here? Flexibility, so that the learner have the ability to choose their learning trajectories and also the programs, and thereby they are able to choose their own paths in life according to their talents as well as their interests. By multilingual education, it is indicated that promoting multilingualism and the power of language in teaching and learning. And the concept of 3 language learned by children will be the choice of the state, then region, and the third one is of the students. So long as at least these first 2 of these 3 language are basically the native to India. So, they will have 2 Indian language, one can be other than Indian language. Now, coming to the last term which we will be getting in NEP 2020 is the liberal education. While the idea of liberal education has roots in ancient India too, but it is currently practiced mainly in American institutions. With this policy, an attempt has been made to break away from the prevailing specialized, rigid and compartmentalized system that we inherited from the British. While the draft NEP, which was done in 2019, used the term liberal generously, the approved policy, that is 2020 document, has changed it to a less controversial, multidisciplinary and holistic reference to convey the same idea. So, what was actually indicated in 2019 document as liberal education, that is changed or replaced here in 2020 document as multidisciplinary and holistic education. So, what more to know about this? Recognizing, identifying and fostering the unique capabilities of each student by sensitizing teachers as well as parents to promote each student's holistic development in both academic as well as non-academic spheres. Then what kind of pedagogy? Pedagogy must evolve to make education more experiential, holistic, integrated, discovery oriented, learner centered, discussion based, flexible, and of course, finally, it must be enjoyable. Education must build character, enable learners to be ethical, rational, compassionate and caring, while at the same time prepare them for gainful, fulfilling employment. So, all these things are taken care in NEP 2020.